Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, the host of the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast, powered by CTR Media Network. And today we are speaking with some of the most amazing individuals who are taking their mission, their purpose, their drive, and tenacity and putting it forth in the community in a very unique way. Everybody that watch my show know that I am a South Carolinian born and raised. And if you don't know it, stop playing because I know you hear the Southern twang. So with that being said, what I am going to do is, as you can see, we're talking about stomp out crime. What exactly are we talking about here in the Midlands, and why is this so important not only to organizations, business owners, community leaders, and the community itself? Let's bring on today's guest. She can shed some light on this topic. And also, I would like to introduce her to you because of what she does in the community in order to help inspire, connect, and also, I would say, rejuvenate women in here in the Midlands. So without further ado, let's bring on, yes, the beautiful Dorlisa Adams. She is the founder of Visions of Women. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tina. Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure being here today.
Yes. Okay. So at the Stomp Out Crime, why did you decide to take part in Stomp Out Crime?
Yes, ma'am. So, actually, funny story here. I came across, was sent a grant that was on more of the federal level. And I had an idea in mind that I wanted to be a part of this event, but at the same time, I just kind of thought about who can I partner with my nonprofit Visions of Women to make this grant a success. And I thought about some wonderful women in mind. And I went to Dr. Guyton, shared that information with her, and we did apply for the grant that was, again, more for the federal level side for Victims' Rights Crime Awareness Week. And so I supported that. And unfortunately, although we did not get that grant, there were still opportunities on the state level side to be able to host and do something for that initiative. So Dr. Vanessa and I brought on more women to the plate to be able to host the Stump Out Crime event. So from there, we continued to work together, and we talked about what could we do to help the community to, again, bring forth the effort together to bring resources, education, and for our nonprofits to do what we do best, help others that are around us. So with all of our bright ideas and all of the things that we already do, we found those connections to be able to host what we named together the Stump Out Crime initiative. And so this year was our third year to be able to host this event that just came from simply us coming together to apply for a grant. And although it started from right there, look where it is today. And so I think that says a lot about the passion and the drive that we have to make a difference in our communities among victims of crime. And so, whether that be domestic violence or sexual assault, we want all people to know that support is out there. And so, another part about Stump Out Crime is to bring nonprofits together, other agencies together to share their knowledge and the resources that they have in the community. And so that has been the whole focal point. And of course, we make it fun because we want the community to also know that this is a family fun event. So bring your kids out and your neighbors and your organizations, your churches, your schools out to come and enjoy the event. And this year, by far, it was the biggest. And each year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I have to tell you, this past Saturday, like my heart was so filled with joy, and just to be able to see that support and all of us come together. I mean, I could just cry about it because I just love community so much, but I just love every bit of that. And we all try to make sure that we continue to say thank you for the support. Thank you for seeing the vision, and thank you for coming on board to make this event a success.
Well, listen, uh, I was there. I even brought my children there. My husband and I, we all came to represent and also be able to connect with the community in a different way, because we know as a whole, living here in the Midlands, we have been seeing a rise in crime. And not just a rise in crime, but in guns being on the street. And so to see Black and brown individuals coming together, along with people who are not Black and brown, Caucasian, basically a melting pot of culture, all in one spot. And not one incident, not, let me say that again, not one incident of violence, not one incident of shooting, not one incident of anyone being mistreated, disrespected, or harmed at this event. And children and teenagers and adults of all ages was at this event. And it was not a short event, it was 6 hours. It was 6 hours. And everyone was just so happy, so elated. It was so much going on all at one time, from the car show to the awards that you guys gave out to community leaders, to talent show. Like, what did you guys come up with such a multifaceted event that made it? We touched the hard topics, but yet we had fun at the same time. And then you fed us. You know, you always good when you get fed.
Right. Going back to all of us with the ideas, you have, Dr. Vanessa, that has a huge following, of course, with Hush No More and all of the great things that they do. And you have Dr. Juanita, who has a huge following as well, and brings in the car clubs and all of those initiatives alongside Dr. Tracy, who also has her community outreach with Restoration and Purpose. So there's Dr. Vanessa with Hush No More, Dr. Juanita with Rediscover Me, and Dr. Tracy with Restoration and Purpose Community Outreach. And then on my side, I'm touching on the youth. So mostly working with the teens and the college students. And so with all of our ideas coming together and us seeing who can we pull to make this event again a success and find that support in the community. And so you have all these different organizations and agencies who will come out and support, and they bring other people alongside with them. And so we wanted to focus on our seniors. So the safety health fair was brought in. We wanted to focus on the youth. So we have different things for them, including the previous years of having a step show and letting the kids be involved in the talent shows too. And again, going back to making this a fun event, right? Because we want people to know that, hey, crime is a serious thing, but when we bring you together as a community, we want you to come out here, have fun, but also get the resources and the education behind what is out here to support you. And so then with having the different vendors and the food trucks this time, people were getting ice cold drinks, lemonade, ices. I mean, so many different things from these food trucks, and also bringing in churches to come out and feed the community. And there were a thousand plates that were given. There was free clothes that was given to the community. So again, just thinking of what again can bring the community together and see that support is here, but at the same time, making it fun. So all of us having the different ideas and our unique audiences that we target, I believe that's what makes us unique, but also aligned as we are different, but we can connect and we come together and we bring those resources to the table. And we are so thankful that all of these different people and communities and organizations can come out and be a part of the initiative to stomp out crime, because again, that's our focus point, but we're gonna have fun doing it. And so that's been our whole focal point from the beginning, and it gets larger every year.
Yes, it was simply amazing. And also hearing, providing a safe place for the community to share their thoughts. At the end of the day, how do you feel? Do you feel safe? What do you think we can do? And even having the law enforcement being a visual vocal point, showing that, hey, law enforcement still care here in the Midlands, because they were out there. They was not asking for no special privileges. They was out there in the sun just like we were. you know, and also just mingling with the community, having those conversations. So I saw a tapestry of so many variations of businesses, from a spiritual standpoint to a physical standpoint, and also from a community standpoint, all of the nonprofits that came together to put on this event. And then in addition to the nonprofits that was just at the event itself, I met a lot of people as well. So it was a lot of great resources, a lot of great connections. So what I want you to do now, because I heard you say, no, before I go there, I would just want to make this point, you guys. Many times we hear that as Black and brown, we cannot work together, especially women. And I'm telling you, this whole organization, this Stomp Out Crime, was 4 organizations coming together that are women run, or women ran, I should say, coming together for this amazing cause. And it was a successful event. So it shows that we still have individuals, still have women and men that care about what happens, what we leave behind for our children and our children's children. So I encourage you guys, the next time you see this next year, make it a point to come out, and not only come out, but make it a point to support, because it's various different ways you can support. You can donate water, you can donate clothes, it's so many different ways you can contribute to add to this event. And if you know different information, you can also be there, being a willing participant to share of that information to help empower us right here in the Midlands. So Dorlisa, what I would like to go to now is, because what's near and dear, I love everybody, but it's just something about children that just pull your heart all the time. And so I heard you mention with your nonprofit Visions of Women that you guys focus on teens and children, the children and teens. So tell us a little bit more about your foundation and elaborate, because I want the parents to know about you and what you do.
Yes, ma'am. So, being that I am the founder of Visions of Women, started back in 2014. Okay, I started this on college campus with my experiences going through emotional abuse, and then I had a friend that was going through physical violence on college campus, and surrounding with women, a lot of the women on college campuses were going through what I call unhealthy relationships. And so those were relationships we truly did not need to be in. And so I was walking to my dorm room one day, and God told me to start a women's support group. And I've been running with it ever since. And there were 12 students when I graduated in 2016 that asked me if they could keep Visions of Women on college campus. And so by 2018, because it continued to be a need on campus, I said, how can we get more people to support Visions of Women? And so from there, I applied for the 501c3 and gained that status. And from that moment forward, we were able to find support from the community on more of monetary donations, and being able to get clothing donations, food donations, just all different types of things that we needed as a nonprofit to help our youth, to talk about healthy relationships with our college students, to talk about not just the healthy relationship piece, but also the domestic violence, bringing in workshops and panels to be able to educate and to also be able to let students know that as a victim service provider now, as myself, as I have continued to educate myself in the domestic violence area, that there is support and there are resources. You can see more than just a counselor that's on your college campus. And each college campus should have a Title IX department. But you can reach out to other communities and organizations off of the college campuses that have the counseling if you are going through abuse. There is help if you are going through abuse. The main thing was to bring women together and to let them know that they are not alone. And so now you also see men coming into this space of having the conversation about what a healthy relationship looks like. What does sexual assault look like? What does domestic violence look like? And so we're having the conversation. And so our ladies initiative with our college students has been being a part of a sexual assault march. And so from there, we saw the campus and community come together. And so a lot of times we may just see that in the sports areas, but what happens when these types of incidences take place in our communities and on campus? And so we want students to know that there is support if they need it. And so Visions of Women has 3 programs. That's our Val Girls League that we tend to run during the summertime. And so that's for middle and high school girls. And we come together to talk about bullying, going back again to healthy relationships. And we also share resources because there are also even national resources for teens where they don't just have to call, but they can also text. We also talk about social media safety. We talk about college, going to college. And so last year we went on a college campus tour. And so it's all about, again, going back to support and having those conversations. And then our third program is our Purple Closet. And so that's us getting donations for like hygiene products and clothes and giving those if a female in the community may need it, or someone on college campus, or even if we get a call and a child is in need of clothes. So those are the things that we do between our women's support group, Val Girls League, and then our Purple Closet.
I absolutely love it. So for individuals who want to get in contact with you guys on what they can do or to support, and they may need your services, you guys, you can go to Visions, that's with an S, of women.org. That's Visions with an S of women.org. So if you know of anyone or even you yourself, you heard they have text messages, telephone calls, and in-person events, or if you're a school or organization seeking experts to come in to share with your students, then give them a call. Give them a call and see whether or not it aligns. Okay, so Dorlisa, I would like to thank you so much for not only taking the time to come on the show today, but also taking the time to share. And I truly appreciate individuals like yourself and all the other amazing ladies on the Stomp Out Crime team that saw the problem and created a solution for it. Because there are people who know the problem, but they just complain about it. No, this, that, oh, But then y'all saw the problem, then you're like, wait a minute. Let's figure out how we're going to solve this. And now you guys are celebrating year 3 of this amazing event. And I must say, I thoroughly enjoyed the entire event. It went by quite fast, to be honest, because there was so much going on. I didn't realize it was 6 hours until after we got home. And I was like, wait a minute, we was there 6 hours. And it was just amazing. Everybody, the team, Stomp Out Crime team, as well as all the volunteers that was supporting the event. all the way down to the vendors and the individuals that actually participated. It was just a really, really amazing event and a beautiful representation of the best of what the Midlands have to offer. So I'm like, you need to stop now because we doing the thing in South Carolina now. So stop it now.
Yeah,
We're doing it.
that's it's slow now.
Like,
We're gonna keep
so
on growing and keep getting bigger and bigger.
because it was like at least I don't know. It just looked like it was maybe about 2,000 people that kept coming in and out throughout the entire day. It was so many people.
There was a lot of people seeing all the vendors and the people coming out from the community. I was like, wow, like man, we had
How
the
did
vision, but right here, God showed up and showed out. He did.
he he did. He really, really did. And to have a vision on what you would like to do and then to see it come through 100-fold, that's something to be proud of and emotional about because in the midst of all of this different things that's not so positive, to be a beacon of light in the midst and give people hope at the end of the day. Hope is not something
Yeah.
that we should take for granted. Hope is something that inspire people to move forward, inspire them to dream again, to live again, to take another chance. And so for me, the Stop Out Crime event was a way for ones who may have been an offender, meaning maybe they have had crime in their past and they want to take a new. It's it's a new start for them because now they see it's people that care. And then for ones who may, because you never know with teenagers if they are being enticed to be able to join a gang or what, that can show them that hey, that is not the option. We do have individuals who care. So let me seek this type of advice, support, and all of the different resources that we have over here in South Carolina just for teens alone. I'm very proud of what we're doing here in South Carolina. So is there anything else you would like to share with our audience before we go?
Let me just say, be on the lookout for 2025 because like I said, we're going to keep getting bigger and better. And if you have any ideas that you want to see out there to bring to the table for Stump Out Crime, please let us know. For that, you can always go to our stumpoutcrimesc.org. You can email us, you can go to our website, and then if you want to reach out to me personally, my phone number is 803-994-9139. And you can also visit my website, visionsofwomen.org. So we look forward to connecting with you all and just continue to, again, stay connected with us, with our community, because we are really doing some really great things out here. So thank you all for your love and support. Thank you.
I must agree. She's 100% right. They're doing some amazing things. And as individuals, parents, families, community leaders, it's always make your heart feel good when you see businesses, nonprofits, and individuals who really care come together. We're learning, we're growing, we're building, and that is how we truly thrive in a community. It's not about any one person, any one business. It's about the community. It's about the
Right.
legacy and so I appreciate all the things that you guys doing. I can't wait to next year.
Yes, our next event is the golf tournament, August
Mhm.
16th. That's going to be on a Friday. So again, y'all connect with Stump Out Crime. If you know anyone who likes to golf, or if you want to be a part of that event, again, that is this year, Friday, August 16th. So y'all come on out and connect with us so you can come out and support again the Stump Out Crime initiative. All right. So thank you so much for CTR Media for being a part of the Stump Out Crime event. Your work was amazing, so professional, and I really appreciate everything that the CTR Media team, Dr. Tina, are doing to show the hard work that communities are bringing together for support and resources and educating, all while doing this from the bottom of their hearts, because this is the work that they also love doing. So, again, thank you, and thank you for being there for all of us.